Major League Wrestling. More with Davey Boy Smith Jr. of the new Hart Foundation.
That's right.
You mentioned fans, and I'm just curious, like, going back to when your earlier days of wrestling, or even when your relatives wrestled, and to now, whether you come out as a babyface or a heel, is it more dictated by how the fans react to you, whether or not you're going to be a heel or babyface, rather than you all coming out as a heel or babyface? Is that changed at all?
Yeah, you know, nowadays the fans certainly dictate a lot, and there's, like we were talking earlier, we were initially more villainous characters when we would come out. But now that
but the fans like you guys.
Yeah, they like us, and they've been showing us their appreciation and their support. So, I mean, it's nowadays it is more about what the fans want, and they kind of do dictate everything. And there's so much nowadays with merchandise and social media and all kinds of stuff that you know, the fans are not entirely making those decisions about what kind of character will be for what wrestler, but they are certainly heavily influencing the roles of wrestlers and what kind of position that they're going to portray to the audience. So that, in a long way to answer your question, is true. The fans are definitely an important part.
How has Brian Pillman Jr. been coming along? And he gets two outstanding wrestlers to work with,
yeah,
and to mentor him and all, but what has that been like for him?
I hope it's been a good experience for Brian.
Or I should say, what have you guys felt working with him, and how he's doing?
He's been doing pretty good. I think about as good as anybody could do with his level of experience in the ring. And you know, he's been in there with Tommy Dreamer and some pretty good veterans, so he is pretty lucky to have that experience. I guess it's all up to Brian about where his career will go, and you know, what I guess, how should I put it? It's pretty much up to him. You know, if he wants to.
You guys can tell him whatever, or help him, but really he's got to be the one to do it.
You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So I hope that he takes our advice and trains hard and listens to the right people, and you know, does his dad's lineage proud as well. So, and I think that he can do it, but it's up to him.
And the new Hart Foundation, what I find interesting too with the three of you, each one of you have different looks.
Yes.
Each one of you are different, and that is another aspect I think that makes it very cool. Just how do you feel about that and all?
Well, you know, certainly we all are kind of different characters. We're all the same but different. Teddy and I are the same in some ways, but completely different in other ways. And that's cool, because that makes us a really unique tag team. And he does a lot of great high-flying maneuvers, and is a real risk-taker out there. And of course, with my size, I'm more of a power-based wrestler, and I can get pretty technical with a lot of my submissions and stuff like that. But we both hit hard, and that's an important thing. You got to be able to hit hard, and you got to be able to take it too. And Teddy and I both can do that. So that's it's great, man. We're all unique, and we're all the same, but we're all different as well. And that's kind of what is important too. You know, we can't all be carbon copies of each other. We've got to all be unique and different, and how should I say? Not eccentric, but you know.
It's interesting too, because in saying that, because there are tag teams where they have the same look, and that's good too. That's also too. But when you have someone like that, where there's a different look for everybody, but there's still that cohesion.
Yes.
And you know, like I always look at the Fabulous Freebirds, because three different looks really between Buddy, Michael, and Terry.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good way to put it.
Not that you guys are like them.
No,
you're different, but as far as just different look and everything, and I just think that's really cool when you could do that and the fans react to it like that as well.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
Now we'll wrap this up, and I wanted to get this too, because of course, representing on the knee pads,
UK flag.
Just how important is your heritage with your father and just the whole family and the relatives and everything, and we'll wrap it up with that.
Yeah, you know, certainly I have a lot of UK heritage and pride, and along with my Canadian side as well. You know, I've grown up mostly in Canada and in the US, but I find that I have a lot of United Kingdom heritage as well, and it's great. You know, it's something that stands out to the audience is the knee pads and other things that have with the UK emblem on them.
And I bet the fans go crazy from the UK.
Yeah.
And I think the fans go crazy, right?
And
when the UK
I have, of course, a lot of fans over in the UK, so it's always good to show my love and support to them as well, and wear this out when I go out there and wrestle.
Canada, USA, the UK, wherever he is, Davey Boy Smith Jr., outstanding talent. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, guys.